You know, Stephen A. Smith, it's hilarious to me how slick you think you are when you like to accuse everybody else around you of being slick and manipulating the narrative, inviting Donovan McNabb, of all people, to discuss the Cowboys and Packers game because you couldn't think of a better way to dismiss Aaron Rodgers and explain away his poor performance and poor play as of late, which actually dates back all the way to last year when they played Denver. Well, let me tell you something. He's become a victim of his own arrogance when the media is telling him that he's the best quarterback in the NFL and he's not playing like it, giving him all these excuses that the wide receivers aren't getting open, that the running game is poor, that it's Mike McCarthy's play calling and he's not being held accountable. He's become a victim of his own arrogance. On to the next subject. Tony Romo versus Dak Prescott, and is Tony Romo done? It's 100% Tony Romo's team. Let me remind you, in 2014, when Tony Romo had an elite running game in DeMarco Murray and the NFL's leading rushing attack, he was the most efficient passer in the NFL. He led the NFL in completion percentage, yards per attempt, and passer rating. He had a career year with 34 touchdowns to only 9 picks. And now all of a sudden Tony Romo can't get it done, that there's been a deterioration in his play. No, this is not a Peyton Manning and Drew Bledsoe type situation where there's been a deterioration in his play. He has Zeke Elliott averaging 130 yards per game, on pace to destroy Eric Dickerson's rookie record, which has been in place for over 30 years. And now I need to turn to the other side of the table to Max Kellerman and his nonsense about how the Cowboys are going to finish last in the NFC East. How's last place feel, by the way, Max? Did you know that the Giants spent $200 million on their defensive line and they're dead last, 32nd in sacks, in return in sacks, and they have 6 sacks in 6 games. They can't get to the quarterback any more so than the maligned Dallas defense can't, and they spent $200 million on their defensive line and secondary, and you have nothing to show for it. You have an erratic quarterback, and the Cowboys have... This game is won in the trenches. The Cowboys have one of the best rushing attacks, and they're doing better on the defensive side of the ball.